Hey guys, it's AlmostElysian and welcome to a new video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my scuba diving experiences. Let's get into it. Cloudy says hi YouTube. Everyone go join my Discord and give Cloudy lots of fame. Let's go. So yes, I went scuba diving. I went scuba diving when I was on vacation. I'm not certified, which I wish I was. I was doing a discovery dive, as I like to call it. Basically, they just like taught me basics of scuba diving and like I was able to do it. I don't know. It was kind of simple. It was a lot of fun. We like went on the boat, we met up with the people, and the people were so nice. Like genuinely, they were all so nice. They all seemed really fun. The captain and his girlfriend, they reminded me so much of my old camp counselors, like the people that owned the camp that I used to go to. Oh, I miss them. And so basically, we just like went there. The scuba instructor, he taught me and my sister a couple of things. Oh shoot. He taught my sister and I a couple of things about like how to clear our mask if we get water in them, how to like sink and like breathe and focus, how to find our like oxygen thing if it ever like fell out of our mouth or something like that. Okay, thank you. That just made my life so much easier. And so we snorkeled around like a couple of reefs and all. And it was really fun. Oh, shoot. And then after that, we went to our first big coral reef. And it was so cool. We snorkeled around. We saw so many fish. We saw so much like coral. Unfortunately, it was all like small coral because of the hurricane. And it was all still like growing back. It was just so cool to see all of that. And like being underwater and like scuba diving is such a surreal experience. I highly recommend it. If you guys are like ever able to go scuba diving, do it. Like genuinely, it's so satisfying. We were under the water for I want to say like not even half an hour. We were under the water for not even half an hour. But it felt so long. It felt like a full hour. It's just you lose track of time, which is like I lost track of time basically, because I wasn't the one that had to like keep track of all that. And it was just so cool. And I was really nervous for scuba diving. Like I knew that I was gonna do it. I knew that we were gonna do it. And I was so nervous. And especially because it was on my birthday too. And I was just so nervous that I was gonna like freak out and ruin it for myself. But I didn't. Well, for the first dive. We'll talk about the second dive next. Second game, let's go. And I also now have Cloudies to carry me. So basically, I talked about my first dive, and the first dive that I went on was literally perfect. Everything went so well. I was able to clear my mask. I was able to equalize my ears, because like when you're going down into lower depths, the pressure changes. It was so good. I was like, okay, next dive, let's go. I am so ready for this. And we go to the next dive. We dive in. We see the coral and they tell us, they're like, we're gonna go a lot deeper so that we can see a lot more coral and the coral is gonna be bigger. And so then I was like, okay, yeah, it should be fine. I'm able to equalize my ears. Like, I can do this. So we dive in, everything's feeling great. I'm like hyper confident in myself because obviously I did perfectly fine on the first one. Why wouldn't I do fine on the second one? And so we start going down and I'm like, oh, this is fine. We're gonna go down. We're gonna go see the coral. And as we keep going deeper, I start to realize that my right ear is not equalizing. My right ear is not clearing out, and it's like I can feel the pressure building and I don't know what to do because I'm just sitting there like freaking out, like I can't do anything. I'm in pain. This really hurts. And they always say like don't let it hurt, because if you let it start hurting, then it's going to hurt and like it's going to like start doing, it's going to like be detrimental to your health. So I'm freaking out and I'm like, I need to get someone's attention because I cannot go down any deeper. I cannot go farther down than this, because if I do, I'm scared that I'm going to blow out my eardrums. I don't know if that's how it works, but I was scared that it was gonna happen. And so then after that, I'm sitting there, okay, so I'm freaking out, right? And I'm like, I need to get someone's attention. I try and get my sister's attention and it doesn't work. And then I'm thinking, well, what's that gonna do? And so I remember, oh right, we're down with 2 people, because we have like the guide in front of us and then the guide behind us. And so I like stop a little bit and I try and go back to the person and I like try and motion to them like, I'm in pain, I need to leave right now. And he kind of doesn't understand. He's like trying to understand what I'm telling him, but it just isn't working, and we're just like making random hand signs at each other. And I'm sitting there like, if I don't get out of the water right now and like fix this, I'm gonna start crying. So he brings me up to the surface and like I try and talk to him. And so he's trying to tell me like, okay, we're gonna try this again. We're gonna go down slowly and you can try and like equalize your ears and like make everything okay again and like try and fix it. And so I try it and it's not working. And he's like, okay, stay at 10 feet below the surface and see if you can equalize your ears at all. And I'm sitting there trying my dang hardest, like in horrible pain, and it's just not working. So I motion to him and I'm like, nope, I need to go back on the boat. This is not happening. I can't do this. I cannot. I can't. I'm letting it hurt me and it's bad. I can't. And at that moment, I'm feeling horrible because I'm like, I am ruining this for my family because my family was there with me. And I learned later that I freaked my dad out a lot because suddenly I was next to him and then I just wasn't. But it was really good because the like instructors that we had, the guides, they were really good and professional and like they knew what was happening. And she told my dad that like I was okay. She like motioned to him. I don't really know how she told him that I was okay because they were underwater still when I was like at the surface. But I guess he just like somehow knew. And so I had to sit out the last one, but I heard off of my sister. I didn't really miss much. The only thing that like I really missed was like some big fan coral. We saw like little like very tiny fan coral on the first one, but on the second one apparently it was like giant and everything was just like a lot more colorful. But I'm not too bothered by that. I'd rather miss out on some giant coral than like have to pay for hospital bills, you know? So that was my amazing scuba diving experience. I also snorkeled a little bit. That was a lot of fun. Just being able to like snorkel and see all of the coral. And it was a lot less stress inducing. Apparently the snorkelers, because we were with a group of people. There was the snorkeling people and the scuba diving people, and apparently the snorkelers saw a nurse shark, which for those who are not tip top on your shark knowledge, a nurse shark is basically just like a small like reef shark, and it just like hangs around reefs. And oh my gosh. And so when I had heard that I missed out on seeing a shark, I was so sad. I was like, I should have just like stuck it out and like kept going. But also in my head, I was like, I'm so glad that I didn't do that and that I went up, because like I said, don't want to be paying for them hospital bills. I like listening to music, thank you very much. But overall, my experience was 10 out of 10. would recommend. Thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please make sure to like and comment down below. I promise you that my next video will be my 200 sub texture pack release. I'm very excited to get that out to you guys, and I love you all. Please go drink water, make sure you're staying hydrated, and bye.